stop whatever you are doing right now. If you needed a flashing neon sign that the fundamental laws of tennis mathematics are completely broken, you just got it. And the craziest part, the warning didn't come from a dramatic post-match press conference. It didn't come from a tennis insider's tweet. And it didn't come from the commentators on television. It came straight from the stat sheet. Coco Gauff, the face of American tennis, one of the most powerful and influential athletes in the entire sport, has just pulled off a victory that screams one word: panic. We have the confirmed numbers right here, and Coco just swept Anna Kalinskaya in straight sets, 6-4. Now on the surface, if you are a casual fan, you might be thinking, so what? Coco Gauff beats people all the time. She's a Grand Slam champion, that's just business as usual. But you have to look at the numbers, folks. The devil is always in the details. You have to look at the service stats, because when you connect the dots that the mainstream sports media is completely ignoring right now, a terrifying picture emerges. Coco Gauff's straight-set victory is a massive blaring siren that her serve is in absolute crisis, yet her mental game is so terrifyingly strong she broke the entire system. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are breaking down why hitting 12 double faults didn't sink her, why Kalinskaya's unbelievable 88% first serve stat was completely useless, and why we might be staring down the barrel of the most dangerous, unkillable version of Coco Gauff we have ever seen. Let's get right into it.
To a level. Not going to chase back for that. Gauff's got the first set.
Let's look at the exact stats, because this is where the illusion happens. When you first glance at this sheet, your brain almost glitches. Let's start with the Russian, Anna Kalinskaya. If I told you a professional tennis player on the WTA Tour landed 88% of her first serves, you would tell me she won the match easily. 88%. For context, if a player is serving at 65%, they are having a great day. If they hit 75%, they are unplayable. 88% is machine-like accuracy. It means almost every single time she stepped up to the baseline, she put the ball in play on the very first try. The mainstream media looks at that number and praises her consistency, but they are missing the forest for the trees. You have to look at the next line down, the first serve win percentage. Kalinskaya landed 88% of her serves, but she only won 46% of those points. Let me repeat that because it is the entire key to this match. She was putting the ball in the box almost every single time, and she was losing more than half of those points. How does this happen? It happens because Coco Gauff realized immediately that Kalinskaya's first serve was a complete illusion. It had accuracy, but it had absolutely zero venom. It was empty calories. Coco treated Kalinskaya's first serve like it was a slow, looping second serve. She stepped inside the baseline, took massive, aggressive cuts at the ball, and completely neutralized the point from the very first strike. Kalinskaya had the placement, but she lacked the pace to hurt the American. By putting that ball in play with no power, Kalinskaya was essentially just starting a baseline rally against one of the greatest athletes on the planet. And in a baseline rally, Coco Gauff is going to eat you alive. Coco won 32 receiving points in this match compared to Kalinskaya's 29. She wasn't just defending, she was attacking a serve that was statistically perfect, but practically useless.
Unable to do it, it's Gauff who gets through it in the end, and she'll be relieved that that was done eventually in straight sets, didn't have to go to three. Difficulties for both in different ways.
But we cannot talk about this match without talking about the massive, glaring elephant in the stadium, the serve of Coco Gauff. Let's not sugarcoat this, because it has been a talking point in American tennis circles for months. 12 double faults. 12 in a straight set match. Do you understand the sheer mathematical disadvantage of that? That means she gave away 12 points without Kalinskaya even having to swing her racket. She literally handed her opponent 3 entire games for free. Usually, when a player is double faulting this much, their entire game collapses. The mental weight of a double fault is devastating. You start second-guessing your toss, your arm tightens up, and every service game becomes a high-wire act without a net. You are digging yourself out of a hole that you created. It is the ultimate self-inflicted wound. By dropping 12 double faults, Coco is essentially playing with a massive handicap. She is telling the tennis world one of two things. Either her mechanics are completely broken right now, or she simply doesn't care because she knows her baseline game is untouchable. Imagine the devastating message this sends to the rest of the locker room. Imagine being a top-tier player who is terrified of facing Coco. You are looking for hope. You are looking for a weakness in the armor. And instead, You see her hand Anna Kalinskaya, 12 free points, play a C- serving match, and still win 6-4. It screams, I can play my absolute worst tennis, I can give you free points, and I will still send you packing. It completely shatters the confidence of her opponents right when they think they have a chance. And this brings me to the single most insane statistic on this entire page, the stat that defies human psychology. If you double fault 12 times, conventional tennis wisdom dictates that your second serve win percentage is going to be in the gutter. You are terrified to miss, so you just push the ball over the net, allowing your opponent to crush it. The WTA Tour average for winning second serve points is roughly 45 to 50%. Look at Coco Gauff's second serve win percentage in this match. 80%. Let that sink in. Yes, she missed her first serve a lot. Yes, she double faulted 12 times. But on the second serves that she actually landed in the box, she won 80% of the time. This is the paradox. This is where Coco Gauff breaks the math. She didn't let the double faults destroy her confidence. Instead of just tapping her second serve and just to be safe, she kept hitting it with heavy topspin. She backed her ground strokes. She knew that if she could just get the rally started, she was the superior player. Kalinskaya, on the other hand, was terrified of Coco's return. When Kalinskaya had to hit a second serve, she panicked, winning only 40% of her second serve points. That massive 40% gap between them on second serves is exactly what cancels out the 12 double faults. That is the ball game right there. But let's talk about who really wins and loses here. Let's talk about the clutch factor, because tennis is not a game of total points. Even though Coco dominated that category too, winning 73 total points to Kalinskaya's 55, tennis is a game of important points. It's about who steps up when the score is 30-40. It's about break points. And this is where the killer instinct of a Grand Slam champion shines through. Look at the breakpoint conversion. Coco Gauff had 9 opportunities to break Kalinskaya's serve. She converted 6 of them. That is a 66% success rate on breakpoints. That is elite. That is ruthless. When she smelled blood in the water, she executed. Now look at Kalinskaya. Because of Coco's double faults, Kalinskaya actually generated more breakpoint opportunities. She had 11 chances to break Coco's serve. 11, but she only converted 4. What does that tell us? It tells us that when Coco Gauff's back was against the wall, when she was facing a breakpoint that was often caused by her own serving errors, she locked in. She found a big first serve. She hit 4 aces in this match to Kalinskaya's 0. She refused to lose. Kalinskaya, however, tightened up when it mattered most. When the pressure is highest, the real superstars separate themselves, and Coco separated herself brilliantly. There is one more stat hidden at the bottom of this sheet that proves this dominance. Max consecutive points won. At one point in this match, Coco Gauff rattled off 12 points in a row. 12! That is 3 straight games at love, back to back to back. That shows a gear of pure dominance that Kalinskaya simply could not match. It shows that when Coco catches fire, she can run you right off the court in the blink of an eye. Now, to play devil's advocate, there is a possibility that this is a terrifyingly dangerous game to play. Maybe Coco and her coaching staff are trying to play a high-stakes game of chicken with the rest of the tour. She is projecting power. She is showing the world that she doesn't need a perfect serve to win matches. But that is a dangerous narrative. Elite players like Iga Swiatek or Aryna Sabalenka do not respond well to weak serving days. They respond with blistering baseline winners. And the cold, hard logic dictates that Coco must fix these mechanics if she wants to win another Grand Slam. If she double faults 12 times in a major final, she is handing the trophy to her opponent. She is risking her tournament life and her energy reserves for a temporary survival tactic. But ultimately, this is a story about priorities and mental fortitude. Does Coco Gauff panic when her mechanics fail, or does she prioritize finding a way to win no matter how ugly it looks? By winning this match in straight sets, she made her choice incredibly clear. Her actions scream, "I will outcompete you," at the exact moment her serve was falling apart. This match is a masterpiece of winning ugly. You don't always win championships by playing perfect tennis. You win them by finding a way to survive on your bad days. If Coco Gauff can beat a top-tier opponent 6-4, 6-4 on a day she hits 12 double faults, imagine what she is going to do to the rest of the tour when that serve actually gets dialed in. I want to hear from you guys in the comments below. Is Coco Gauff's serve a massive liability that is going to cost her this season, or is her mental toughness enough to overcome it? And do you actually believe she can get away with giving up 12 free points against the top 3 players in the world? Sound off in the comments below, because this is the story the sports media is trying to sweep under the rug. Make sure you hit that like button to help push this through the algorithm. Subscribe if you are new here, and ring that notification bell because we are going to be tracking every single update and stat sheet in Coco's season. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.